Henry guides them into the living room, where more lures, stuffed water animals, sharks, teeth, and other various fishing and animals decorate the walls. Shinji and Yumiko sit on the couch, as Henry sits on the chair adjacent to them. Shinji, thank you for having my daughter for dinner tonight. Henry, it's my pleasure. Emi's a great girl. Her and David have become good friends. Yumiko, that's good. For a while I thought she would never make any friends. Henry, not to worry, she's a good girl. Shinji, I can't help but notice all of the decorations on the walls. Henry, oh, that's a lifetime's work right there. David Grandpa's the best. He used to be a champion. Shinji, oh, really? Henry, David's exaggerating. David, tell him Grandpa. Henry, when I was younger I competed in various fishing competitions around the country. David, around the world. Shinji, around the world? Henry, just a few. Shinji and Yumiko smile at each other. Henry, are you much of a fisherman, Shinji? Shinji, oh no. Yumiko, Shinji makes lures. Henry, really? Shinji, yes, I've developed a few new ones. Henry, well, may I test them out? I love trying out new things. Shinji, oh, that would be great. I was just going to ask you that. Henry, sure, just bring them on over. Shinji, how about tomorrow night? Henry, tomorrow night's great. Yumiko, we're planning on having dinner in town. Shinji, would you like to join us? I can give them to you there. David, yeah, can we, Grandpa? Henry, of course, we'd be delighted to have dinner with you all. Shinji, do you enjoy Japanese cuisine? David, Grandpa was stationed in Japan when he was in the Air Force. Henry, I love your country. Henry and David look at each other with smile. David, hey Grandpa, are you going to teach me how to fish? Henry, sure, how about tomorrow? David, will you? Henry, of course. Maybe Shinji would like to learn as well. Shinji, I'd love to. Henry, well, you make lures. I think it would be good for you if you learned how to fish as well. Yumiko, that's so wonderful. Emi, you'll be my baby when you're 40. Age does not change the fact that I'm your mother, and I always will be. Shinji, well, maybe we can discuss more of this at tomorrow. Henry, that would be great. 9 a.m., okay? Shinji, 9 a.m. would be perfect. Henry, tomorrow it is. Henry and David walk Shinji, Yumiko, and Emi to the door. They all shake hands. Next, Dean family household, driveway, night. Shinji, Yumiko, and Emi get into their vehicle and drive off. They wave to each other as the car drives off. Next, Henry's house, backyard, morning. In the Dean family backyard, which mirrors a woodland area, Henry, David, and Shinji stand in a line, each with a fishing rod in hand. In front of them are 3 buckets. Henry, all right. I want you two to cast the sinker into the bucket in front of you. David, what's a sinker? Henry, a sinker is the weight that carries the line to the floor of the creek, or lake, or wherever you are fishing. It's like an anchor, but for fishing. Henry and Shinji stare at their rods and back to the bucket confused. Henry, watch me. I'll show you how to cast. Henry's rod cast. Sinker flew. Perfect bucket shot. David tries, but the sinker flies past the bucket. Shinji tries, but the sinker slices right, way past the bucket. Henry, keep trying. You two will get it eventually. David and Shinji reel their lines back. Shinji, let's try it again. Shinji casts it, but the line gets tangled in the reel. Shinji, what happened? Henry walks over to Shinji. He takes a look at his reel and starts to chuckle. Henry, bird nest. Where? Shinji, Henry, no. This is what we call bird nest. David, come over here. David walks over and listens. Henry, it's when you cast the line out too fast. What happens is the sinker travels out. The sinker travels out. Henry, when it hits the floor, the line keeps going. The sinker lands on the floor as the line keeps going. Henry, now the line in the reel somehow whirls out too fast. The line in the reel whirls around too fast. Henry, then it stops and starts whirling in the opposite direction. The line in the reel whirls back in the opposite direction. Henry, When the line whirls backward, that's when it gets tangled. The line in the reel is tangled. Henry, can't. See? Shinji smirks. Shinji, it's harder than I thought. They start to chuckle. Henry, here, let me show you how to stop something like this from happening. Here, take my fishing rod. I'll have to untangle this later. Shinji, I'm sorry. Henry, oh, don't be. It still happens to me, and I'm supposed to be the expert. They exchange a smile. Henry, do you see this? Henry points at the spool brake, which is a knob located on the left side of the reel. Henry tightens the spool, slowing the line's feed. Sinker flies short, line too tight, out that far. Henry reels the line in and turns the knob in the opposite direction. Henry, now if you turn it this way, then the sinker will travel too fast. In this case, you need to place your thumb on the line. Henry places his thumb on the line. Henry, by doing this, you'll be able to control the speed, so it will not cast out too fast. Henry casts the line out and controls it with his thumb. The sinker lands in the bucket. Henry coned. That's how you stop a bird nest from occurring, but Henry holds up his thumb, which has a burn mark. Henry, your thumb can get burned by the line. David and Shinji smile, impressed by Henry's skill. Henry, now you two try. It's easy. Shinji, easy for you to say. Henry starts to untangle the bird nest. Shinji casts the sinker again, this time with his thumb on the reel. The sinker hits the side of the bucket. Shinji snaps his hand back and sucks on his thumb. Henry, do you see what I mean? Shinji, oh yeah. Shinji reels his line back in. David casts his line out, which hits the side of the bucket. He looks at his thumb and smiles. David reels in his line. Henry and Shinji look at David with smiles on their faces. David, not me. They all start to chuckle. Henry, now you have to land the sinker in the bucket. Shinji casts it out, but he presses on the line too hard, which makes the sinker fly only 5 feet. Shinji, too much. Henry, easy on the thumb. Shinji reels in the line. David casts the sinker out, which hits the edge of the bucket and falls out. David, I was close. Did you see that, Grandpa? Henry, I'm watching. You'll get it. David reels in his line. David, I'm going to be the best. Shinji casts his line out too hard, which knocks the bucket over. They all start laughing. Shinji walks over to the bucket and puts it back in its place. David casts his line, which slices towards Shinji, hitting his forehead. David's jaw dropped. Laughter erupted. Wrong target. Shinji grinned.